Hey guys, Heather here from Tye-Dyed Iguana, and today we're going to introduce you to two fish that we have had here for quite some time, the tiger shovelnose catfish. Now we've got two of these big guys, and as you can see, they are starting to definitely grow in size since we got them. We got them when they were a little bit smaller, so today we're going to feature them to see if maybe we can find someone who's got a nice big tank that they can go home with. So you guys know a little bit more about them. We're going to go over their care today and tell you a few fun facts about them. The tiger shovelnose catfish, they originate from the waters of South America. They're found in the deepest areas of large rivers in South America where they have lots of room to move and to catch their favorite prey item, fish, of course. Now, the lifespan of a shovelnose catfish is about 18 to 25 years, but this, of course, can be affected by how well they're taken care of and also by genetics, so just kind of varies. As far as size goes, these guys get about 3 to 4 foot long. In captivity, in the wild, they can get even bigger because they have unlimited space. So you're going to need a really huge tank if you're going to keep one of these as a pet. They recommend about 180 to 200 gallons for juveniles, kind of like the ones we got here. And as for adults, they usually recommend about 250 gallons or more. So if you get one of these guys, you're going to need a huge tank and a lot of space for them. You basically want them to have lots of room to move around. If they're kept in too small of a tank, they're going to get stressed out, and that'll shorten their lifespan for sure. And because these guys kind of like to hide sometimes, you'll definitely want to provide them with places to hide. They will come out and swim around, of course, but they like to kind of spend most of their time like under rocks or any other decoration you might want to put in there. In our tank, we've got a couple of nice rocks in there, large rocks that form little overhangs in spaces that they can hide in, so they enjoy hanging out there. Also, if you can get some nice driftwood for them that they can hide under, that works too. Basically, you're trying to mimic their natural habitat, where they've got rocks on the bottom and different places for them to hide. Now, as far as food goes, these guys out in the wild, their natural food source is fish. But in captivity, that means that you don't want to have fish in their tank that are going to be smaller than them, otherwise they'll just try to eat those. What you want to do is you want to stick to something like frozen food. Like, we have a wide variety of frozen food at our store. We have stuff like krill, shrimp, stuff you can thaw out and give to them. We got bloodworms. We got all sorts of cool stuff at our store that they would just absolutely love. Because they're a larger species, it might be harder for you to determine how much food they get. Just try to go easy on it. And if you notice them starting to look a little chunky, just try to cut back on the feeding. Now, as far as what kind of fish you can put in the tank with them, you don't want to put anything in there that's going to be too small or small enough that the catfish can actually fit into its mouth and eat. So, like in our tank here, we have peacock cichlids. You can see that they are much bigger than the mouths of the catfish, and they can't easily eat them. If we put other smaller fish with them, like guppies or something, those things would disappear in a day. So you don't want to mix other smaller fish with these guys. You want stuff that can swim way fast and things that are large enough that they can stand up for themselves. But yeah, otherwise these guys, they are a beautiful fish. They look really awesome with their spots and their striping. They really live up to their tiger name. But yeah, these guys have been here for quite a while. We'd like to find them a home before they get much bigger because we don't have a tank here that's large enough for an adult. So we want to make sure that they get somewhere where they can have a nice huge tank that they can finish growing up in. So we're hoping that by making this video, somebody will see these guys, see how cool they are, and maybe want to give them a home.